and it just allows people to kind of have that community of cards get together, and it creates kind of an atmosphere around the wax wall, which is right in there in front. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Meelypops episode 6. Episode 6, we've hit it. And this is the second of our two-part series on modern card shops, which I'm really excited to get into as well today. Hopefully you caught episode 5, as we got to share a little bit about what the modern card shop was, as well as visiting out in LA some shops that we took a look at and shared a little bit about. So hopefully you enjoy that. Before we get going, my name is Jamil. I'm part of the Meelypops network, or the SlabStox network, through the Meelypops episodes that we run. And go give us both a follow on all of our platforms. We'd love to see you out there. One platform I'd love for you to go check out is Instagram. But we have one thing that you may not have known. It's called the Meelypops Madness. And what we do about twice a month is we do these single card sales. Please come visit us Saturday night this week. 9 p.m. You will have a fun time. We will be selling a lot of cards, and it is super easy, tons of fun. It comes very recommended from a lot of people, and I enjoy it. Nowhere else on the internet will you see a single card auction / fire sale / fun like we do it. So hope to see you there on Saturday. All right, let's get it going into this episode. So today we're going to talk a lot about modern card shop, specifically my modern card shop. So what we have done in our shop here, we opened our shop in 2018 in June, and we have had the Meelypops brand, so to say, the LLC since, I don't know, 2010 or somewhere back then. But we only decided to open up the physical card shop in 2018. So before then I was doing just kind of single card sales, online stuff, grading, shows, the national, but it morphed into a card shop. And so in 2018 June, we opened this shop, and it looked a lot different than what I'm going to show you today. Maybe in the future I'll go back and show you some of our other videos of what it started out as and how we built the shop, how we gutted it, how it was an old bookstore here in Gainesville, Florida. It was the old Santa Fe bookstore. Completely gutted it, changed everything out, and it's been a success. We've had a lot of fun. We still are doing tweaks, and we got some new stuff that we're going to be adding on and building to the shop. But I thought what I'd do today is, if you've watched episode 5, which I talked about kind of what the modern card shop should have, and I want to kind of put our shop to the test. And we're not perfect by any means, but I want to show you what we've done and that's done well for us. And what I'll do is I'll show. I took a 6-minute long video. We'll pause in between. I'll give you some commentary on it as we kind of go through it. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's get into it. This is the Meelypops shop in Gainesville. Hopefully we are a modern card shop and we do all the things that I talked about last week. And you'll have some fun with this. Feel free to shoot us questions. Feel free to share with your own shops and maybe in your own states and cities. I know shops do well by helping each other, number one, and number two, learning from each other. And that's all I try and do, is learn from other shops, what's working well, and tweak those ideas, maybe come up with our own original ideas. And yeah, so here we go. Let me go and load the video, and we'll get going in this. So this is a little video I took. Before I do that, let me just go ahead and show you this. So this is outside one of our one area of our store. We have this kind of setup with our logo. We have 2 more windows, but there's a sports card window here, and if you go a little bit farther down, you'll see gaming cards as well as vintage cards. But as you can see, there's 7 cards there that I put up 2 years ago. So 2 years ago, I put those cards up, and I had no idea how much the LeBron, the Brady, the Griffey, and the Trout would really blow up. The Durant, I think that's still coming, and then there's the Jeter and the Manning Chrome, which I think still have some room to grow. But it's just fun to see. I did those 2 years ago. Thought about the most recognizable cards that I thought in modern, and there were some of them. Now, Luka Doncic wasn't really a thing, but maybe I'd add his prism to that. But, it's just fun going through this and looking back. So that's outside of our store. We try and have a good visibility of cards and what's going on. Maybe if you come by, you can see all the other logos that we got going on outside our windows. But let me go ahead and take you to our first video. And this is me just taking a film of our shop just today. So let's go in, let's just head into it, and I'll give you some commentary as we go. Open the front door. Here we go. I have it on mute, so I had the TVs going. So this is our shop. As you can see, you walk in to the left. You got a bunch of stuff over here to the side. There's the road. That's the logo of the window you were just looking out of. And if you look over here, got another TV going on, and I got to highlight the Bucks on the Packers. I mean, my Bucks just took it to them. Let me go Tommy Time. Let's go Tom Brady. So there we go on that side of the store. We're going to walk around and do a little bit more of a tour. So this is the inside. We have about a 1,900 square foot facility. It's a store. It's not a facility. As you guys know, just backtrack just a second here. We've had to follow some guidelines, so a lot of the things have been limited in our shop. So we have this big sign out in front that kind of talks about those things as we've entered this COVID world. But here you go, walking into some of our displays, some of our hockey packs there. And this is our card bar. This is something that we created, and I've talked a lot about community and the idea of having people and being around people. But this is our card bar. So this is we just installed this about 3 months ago, and it's a kind of a meeting place where guys can come, gals can come, open cards, look at wax, break stuff. I have a little phone stand, as you guys can see there. We got our cutter right there, some hand sanitizer, and it just allows people to kind of have that community of cards get together, and it creates kind of an atmosphere around the wax wall, which is right in there in front. So let's get back to it. So there you go. We put our logo on our card bar. And over here to the right, this is actually some display cases with cards. You got packs in it. This is our kind of our soccer and I would say soccer, hockey, just some stuff going on over there. Other sports. There's our wax wall for, as you can see, soccer, hockey, WWE's in there. We got some NASCAR as well. Some just kind of a mix of stuff. And something that we just opened is this area. So we do graded vintage coins and comics. And so graded comics, a lot of silvers, some coins on the wall, and then we have a little comic wall there with CGC and CBCS graded comics. It's done pretty well for us. It's been cool to have comics and coins in our shop. It brings in a new audience. And again, just the idea of trying to always be on the cusp of doing something new. So there you go. There's some comics on the wall. Love me some Spider-Man, so you can see a lot of Spider-Man up there. And I do buy comics. I buy vintage comics. So we got some memorabilia. Those are some cool jerseys and some autograph things. Tebow autograph print, Ed Sheeran hoodie that he wore. Some also there's some vintage in there as well. That needs to be updated. I haven't had a chance to update that last couple weeks. But some vintage cards, just raw vintage in there. There you go with some more memorabilia up on the wall. Some autographed bats, baseballs. We're going to be restocking our baseballs very soon because Christmas time. Some jerseys up in the corner, some replica jerseys, some authentic jerseys, some more autograph, Funko. And here's one of our heaviest sought-after cases, the basketball case. I should probably work on that sticker right there, huh? But the basketball case where we just sell basketball cards. I mean, high-end packs, high-end graded cards, single cards. As you look through there, there's just stuff. And again, that always has to be replenished because people are always buying it. Come around here in the corner. And here's start of our wax wall on the other side. So we have here, as you can see, Ninja Turtles, Star Wars, Marvel, Goodwin, Walking Dead, Baby Yoda, Star Wars Chromes up there, Punisher, Spider-Man, just kind of a little bit of everything, some old school X-Men up there in the corner. So just an area where there's kind of the other of wax, you know. And you move from right to left, you'll see kind of our basketball inventory, right? Here's our basketball stuff that we got bleeding into football. Look at the mosaic, kind of heavy up there. And then bleeding over here into baseball. So baseball, basketball, football each have kind of a section in our store, as you can see on the wax wall. So something here, I'll just call your attention to. It says Week 7 Pick'em. And then right behind that is our grading sheets. This is where we actually keep all of our grading stuff. So I'll go back to the video in a second. But we grading has become such a necessary element in the modern card shop. And I talked about that in the last video, where people, I would say 1 out of every 3 people that we come that's a new customer has a question about grading. So as you can see there we have a grading form. I'm not going to go into all the details of grading and how we do it, but we have an option for people to drop off their cards and we send them to PSA. We were doing Beckett and we're going to be working with CGC as well, and maybe SGC in the future. But it just gives people an option to grade their cards. And then, of course, you could pull something out of a pack and grade it there in the store. That's where we need to be in card shops. We need to have that element. And we do offer that. The Pick'em that I was showing you as well, right in there, we offer a contest every week. Whoever wins the week wins a $25 gift card to the shop. So just a fun thing to get people involved. Here's our baseball case. You can see I got cards, and then wax on top. So hopefully display cases have a little bit of everything, not just packs or not just cards. There's our football area, some deal boxes, as you can see. And just kind of panning down the wax wall that is Meelypops and how we roll. Here's the back view of that, so you kind of make a curl around. And as you can see, you know, when you're in the store and you're looking at maybe the comics, or you're looking at, you know, soccer boxes, maybe you're looking at some hockey boxes, you know, you have that kind of communal area right here in the card bar with some stools. And then you could just open it, right? You just look up and bang, look at that. So there's basketball, football, baseball, and stuff that you can just, you know, pick from, open, have fun. Bring your friends, do some breaks, film it, you know, break for somebody else. The way I have people that come in and break for other people. So All right, so there's a card bar, and as we kind of transcend around the corner here, got to have a place for supplies. Every shop has our cardboard. This area right here, let me backtrack just a second. This area right here, this whole area with the display cases, is actually a consignment area. So I want people in our store who are regulars to have an area where they can come in and drop off cards and sell cards as well. So they rent these cases. Those first two are just Gator items. But here you go. This is one of our guys, Bill. And then here you go with Lee. These guys have cards. They price their cards. They sell their cards in the shop. There's George and Play It Tim. You guys know him. Mike Spag. These guys are selling cards, and they're bringing in new inventory almost every week, and I love it because they're selling cards left and right. Minshew is the GOAT case. I'm not sure about that title, but that's some Jags fans. These two brothers, they just love cards. And this one I want to just kind of show off here. This is Ben's case. He's got a sale running. Ben is in elementary school, and he has his own consignment case, and he is wheeling and dealing, and I love it. I love seeing him and his dad and how they interact and just have fun. Going through some more cases. We kind of hit the corner here, some more consignment cases. This is all in the shop. These are all things that are happening. Every single day there could be a change in the consignment cases. So one thing that I wanted to do is kind of have the idea of a card shop in the store where ever-changing inventory that's not even mine. It allows people to be a part of it. So that's our consignment area. It's a lot of fun for folks. And we come around to this case, which is actually the prize case. So we named it 2.0 because I destroyed the first one on accident. But this is prize case 2.0. And what this is another thing that we had a lot of success with is just creating something for people who buy wax in the store to then get a raffle ticket. And every single month, if you come back the last Sunday of the month at 5 p.m., you have a chance to win that case. Now you win everything in it, and that's kind of a reward for you for buying in the shop. Here's another consignment case, Chris. But as you can see, the prize case, it's stuffed with prizes, wax boxes, giveaways from Panini and Topps and different things, autographed jerseys. I have local companies give us gift cards and things like that. So somebody wins that every single month just by drawing a ticket. And why is that important to me is because I want people to have the ability to come back in the store and have fun with that and look forward to some of the things that they purchase from a standpoint of that it just doesn't end with the box, right? You can have another chance to win some other stuff. Now here's the Pokemon Island table we have. It's all Champions Path stuff right there. Pokemon table right there. And as you look over here, another TV, NFL Live's on. That's kind of our contest wall. Need to update it, but we put our winners up there for the weekly NFL Pick'ems, and those are some cool things some little kids have drawn for me and put up. So we got some stuff over here. This is kind of the non-sports section. Pokemon right here. Pokemon is king in the non-sports for us. You can see some of the stuff that we have, single cards, packs, as we go through it, modern, and then boosters up there. If you look at the very top, there it is, evolutions. Those things have just popped off. Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! We have some Disney, Toy Story, Funko Pop things that we do in the store. Trying to keep it fresh. We are in a college town, so we have a little bit of everything. Check out the Funko Pop wall that we have here. I love the Funko Pops because they're just something that people really enjoy. There's characters, they collect them. It's kind of a new way to collect, and they're fun, right? I mean, that's literally in the name, but so Funko Pops are our big thing in our store too. We have kind of another area for Pokemon right there. And then what I'm going to show you now is an area that we've had to close down, but it is our 50 cent and 10 cent wall. So what these are boxes that are organized literally by teams, and I'm going to show you how we have it set up. You pull these shelves out, and this is the Memphis Grizzlies box. And check it out. You can pull that box out, and then all of a sudden you can go through all these cards in there that are Memphis Grizzlies. They'll be 10 cents or 50 cents each. So we have that for all sports, right? Major sports. You got the NBA right there. You got the NFL. You have Major League Baseball, and you can pan back right. So then we have all other sports. So NHL, wrestling, soccer, golf, NASCAR, UFC. These are shout out to Showtime Sports Cards and Jacks. Those are our little shopping carts, right? You can take around with you and put cards in them. And then over here, which again, what's sad, but this is a wall of probably, I don't know, what do you got there? 20,000, 30,000 Pokemon cards to go through 10 and 50 cents. We have a banner. We always move that banner that just talks about our breaks. We do breaks on Facebook and whatnot and YouTube. And then we have to have a supply section, right? So you have a big organized supply section with single boxes. You got the mags, you got the top loaders, you got all that jazz hanging out there. So you come over here. This was actually a repurposed underwear drawer that I bought from a closing down Sears, and we just put all our supplies in it. It's been worked out perfectly. This side is all like plastic sleeves, and this is all hard cases. So there you go. Get a little ruler, you can measure stuff there. And then of course you have hard cases in different sizes. You can pull them out. Those have been super hard to keep in stock, but we do it. Now this is kind of an area that I'm going to show you. There's some more boxes there, but at the front of the store, we have kind of just some fun stuff. So I have some Baby Yodas that I get into. A lot of people collect those, some new Monopoly games, and then this is kind of some cheap wax that I've bought. And there we go again. There you go. Yeah, that's right. Check that score line out, Aaron Rodgers. Darth Vader at the front. Kind of an area where people can sign in, give us their emails, check out some things going on in the shop. There's our hockey display again. But kind of circling back around, the shop in general, there's our hockeys. But there we go. So check it out from that. When you walk into the right, there's our shop. And pan all the way around, and there you go. You got a little tour of our shop. One thing I did not show you, let me just backtrack 1 second. One thing I did not show you is this area. So this area so the wax wall is there, right? But behind it is a whole area in our back. That's our back office area. And I'm going to show you just really quickly what our back office area looks like. Give me a second, I'll load that video. But the back office area, I'm going to show you just a portion of it. I'm not going to show you all of it because it's kind of a big smorgasbord, and I would consider a little bit of a mess. But this area, all right, so let me show you where we do kind of our breaks. So another element of the modern card shop, right, is the fact that we have the ability to do breaks, and we do things from the back side of the room where things can be done late at night, can be sorted, people can work in the back and not have to deal with the front side of the store. So here's where we do all our breaks. We run OBS, we run a dual system there, got the specialty mics and cameras that we set up for when we run breaks. But this is an area of our shop which has become something where we've, created a little niche for it here in the back. And where I'm sitting right now is where I'm filming from. So as you see that, and you can see kind of what we do there from the back side of the shop, we've created a breaking space. We've created an inventory space. We've created other spaces that are so important for us to connect to the community. So that's a little bit of a tour. I know it was there's a hyper element of me talking as we went through it. But I wanted you guys to see, that's our shop. We've been in business for about almost 2.5 years now, coming up in December. And I'll say this, it's a lot of work, number one, but it's a lot of fun. If you can stay consistent and you can kind of constantly be on top of things, sourcing product, if you can be breaking, if you can offer a grading element, if you can offer a good supply of wax, I think you're going to be successful because people are going to come and they want to see the shop. They want to be a part of the shop. Another big thing we do, we didn't talk a lot about, is kind of events and things in the community. But that's been just a huge thing for us, just being able to do events. If you go back and look at our Instagram, you can find kind of our Black Friday sales and when we had our 1-year anniversary, how many people were in the shop. This is all pre-COVID. But man, we had, 100 people in the shop. So just these kinds of things that I think are really cool. All right, so here is a Sunday raffle where we had just people in the shop. I mentioned you guys about the prize case. This is just a Sunday. This is not a special event. But as you can see, this is pre-COVID and pre the time when we had to... we didn't have our table, but check out all the people in the shop, hanging out, gonna get their raffle ticket done. Everybody's there for the drawing. Communal people just hanging out, having a good time, spending some money on some wax. I always put deal boxes out, but that's just the post that we had. And if you look at the time on it, that was January 5th. So that's earlier this year, right before COVID. So just an example of the shop and how it can be lively. People can be having fun, hanging out, spending time with one another, and just as one of our posts here on Instagram. Hopefully. You enjoy it. People are waiting, as you can see. We want the prize. We want the prize. So, yeah, just a lot of fun. And that's our shop. We've gone through some changes, obviously, since then. But just something to show you guys as well for some bonus. So thank you for watching episode number 6. Really appreciate it. Awesome time. We had looking at our modern card shops, episode 2 of 2. Hopefully you like that. And we'll catch you next time here on Meelypops. See ya!